Hi, Truth Seekers. This is Avril with your collective love reading for March 23rd, 2025. If this reading resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. All my readings are timeless, cross watchers are welcomed. And remember, there's no gender in tarot, and the roles can be reversed. To book a personal reading with me, you may visit my website at truthseekerstarot.com. Let's get started. I've already shuffled the cards, so there is someone, could be the person on your mind, when you were dealing with this person. They could have been very selfish. They could have been investing into other people or into themselves or into other things while you were giving to them. You feel like it was not an equal give and take. For some of you, you feel like this person, they showed up as being very selfish. They could have left you in a little bit of debt. And you could feel like this person, whatever they did for you, there were always strings attached. So this person now, they want to show you that they know how to be generous and they know how to support you. It looks like you cut them off. And as a result of you cutting them off, they're starting to feel the pinch, and now they want to give to you after you've cut them off. This is someone who could have tried to intimidate you while you were in the relationship with them. This is someone who behaved maybe even cold and detached, and it looks like they were not in touch with their emotions. They made a lot of decisions head over heart. This could also be a very intelligent person, but it looks like this person could have been very selfish when it came on to their emotions, or when it came on to giving to the relationship. They could have been a little bit manipulative and greedy. This person pretty much wasted your time. However, now they are thinking about the fact that you've cut them off. This person is trying to figure out what they need to do to have you back. This is someone who, if they apply themselves, they will actually be able to get through to you. And that's what they are planning on doing. It looks like this person knows exactly what you like and how to win you over. Maybe they've done this before. It's not the first breakup. And so they are planning to pull out all the stops. They are planning to sweep you off your feet. They're planning to, approach you with everything that they have, everything that they know that you like. They're planning to really step up to the plate to get your attention. How this person sees you, they feel like you're very guarded and you probably don't really want to hear from them. Even if you're open to talking to them, it's gonna be a challenge. They feel like you're gonna be a little bit skeptical, and you're not gonna just take whatever they have to say. It's like you're going to be a little bit standoffish, and you're gonna be very cautious with everything that they have to say. This person is planning on being persistent in trying to convince you that this relationship is worth another shot, but they kind of get the feeling like you're a little bit tired of hearing it. And this person knows that they're gonna have a very hard time getting through to you, because you've pretty much given up and you're at a point where It looks like you've put up with so much that you really have no interest in compromising anymore. You know, they feel like you're going to be stubborn when they come towards you, but they see you as being a wonderful person. They feel like you have a good head on your shoulders. This person feels like you're very reliable and they could really be secure and successful with you. This person feels like you have their back. They feel like you're solid. You know, when things are good, you're there for them. You have their back. You're reliable. This person is looking at you like you could have just suddenly cut them off very quickly before they could even realize what was happening. You were gone. You know, it looks like you left them in a hurry, like something sudden happened. It's like everything was going good and then you just made a quick decision to leave. Like you left them waiting, you know. They weren't prepared for this sudden departure. You left them when they least expected it. Something happened and you were just gone. Everything just came to a halt because you left. Something chaotic happened. How you see this person, you feel like they never gave you everything that they could. You feel like they did not give their best. You feel like they restricted their efforts on purpose. They held back when they didn't have to, and you feel like they created unnecessary obstacles because they refused to open up or to give fully. You feel like they could have done things to cause to stagnate the growth of the relationship on purpose. You know, just like, say for example, not wanting to talk about the future, not wanting to talk about commitment. You feel like this person was never fully in the way you were. They were never fully invested the way you were, and you feel like they frustrated you on purpose. It's like they refused to give you what you wanted, or they refused to, you know, it's like they got comfortable with the status of the relationship and you probably wanted more. You know, you wanted the relationship to grow. You wanted to plan the future and you couldn't get much from this person. So you feel like they were being lazy. But it looks like this resulted from you giving too much too soon, truth seekers or collective. You gave them everything to make them comfortable, so they didn't see the need for them to commit or to do anything else, you know, to take the relationship. It's like you wanted more from them, but they were already getting everything that they wanted from you. So you just feel like they were lazy, and you don't feel like this person was your best option. You feel like you can do much better for yourself in terms of choosing a partner. You don't feel like you should limit yourself to this person, you know, who procrastinates all the time and is lazy in the relationship and even immature. You know, you feel like even having a sensible conversation with them is like pulling teeth. They don't want to talk about anything too in depth. They don't want to talk about commitment. They don't want to invest too much. You feel like this is a complete waste of your time. It's a level of immaturity and laziness that you have no interest in. You also could feel like this person has addictions. Addictions is a broad word. It could be any kind of addiction. It could be sexual addiction, alcohol addiction, drug addiction. This person could even be addicted to you. not wanting to put the work in, but not letting go of you either. And there's an obsession here. This person could be obsessed with you, like I said, not wanting to give you what you want, but they just can't leave you alone. They want you to function on breadcrumbs, or they give you breadcrumbs to keep you in place. So this person is also a little bit materialistic, and you don't like that. It looks like they want you to be, you feel like this person wants to put you on lockdown without giving you what you need in order for you to stay on lockdown. It's like, someone could want to marry you and take you off the market, but then they're like, I'm gonna marry you to make sure that you're mine, but I'm really not gonna help you with anything. I just need everyone to know that you're mine. That's the reason why I'm gonna marry you. So it looks like you see this person as someone where, if you're not careful, there could be a power struggle, and the lines could become blurred when it comes on to you maintaining who you are as a person and staying true to yourself. So you see them as, the kind of person where it's easier to just release them and reclaim your power and see what your other options are, than to put up with this kind of behavior. So, like I said, it looks like something sudden happened here with the Tower. The Eight of Wands and the Tower is telling me that something happened fast and it was not so nice. So what this person wants is that they want to fix whatever it was that happened. Okay, whatever upheaval happened that caused you to leave in such a hurry with the Eight of Wands, they want to fix that. If there were secrets revealed that were hurtful and you left as a result, they want to work through these things with you. But I'm getting the feeling like this person is only willing to work together with you now because they want you back. But once they get comfortable, they're not someone who wants deep conversations. They're just willing to talk now because there's something beneficial to them that they're losing, which is you. So they want you to stop resisting conversation. They want you to come back. They want you to reverse the Tower moment and bring things back to what it was. There was some lying involved, secrets were revealed, and they want you to act like it never happened and take them back. This person, they want to come towards you and talk to you. They want to see you, and they're planning. They know that it's a risk, but they're gonna come. Yeah, they want to work through whatever this is that happened. They know that you're a little bit upset, you're guarded, but they want to fix this Tower moment that happened. This person, they want you to be fair with them. It looks like they don't want to hear about all the stuff that they did wrong before this. They just want to deal with this situation. They don't want you to bring up all the old stuff that you and them already worked through. They want to come forward and take accountability for whatever they did that was hurtful, but they want you to be fair. They want you to hear them out and give them a fair assessment of how they made you feel. They want to talk like adults. They don't want to argue. But whatever is going on here, it's a little bit of karma. I feel like they had this coming. It looks like you kept extending the olive branch and giving them more chances, and they kind of like took that for granted. So this is the outcome. What will eventually happen is that they're gonna come in and try to charm you. They're gonna come in and try to prove to you that they have strong feelings for you, and they know how to care for you, they know how to be romantic, and they're gonna tell you that they want to learn your ways. They want to learn what you want. They want to learn what they need to learn about you in order for the relationship to be successful. They're gonna try to convince you that, look, I know how to grow with you, and if I don't know, I want you to teach me. They're gonna try to convince you that, look, we have the same goals, we want the same things, let's work together. They want to show you that they know what it is you want. But in the end, it looks like they're gonna end up being a little bit disappointed, and it's going to devastate them, because I don't think you're gonna give in. You're gonna let them sit in their thoughts. You're gonna let them stew in their guilt, and you're gonna let them sit in the behavior that they displayed. You're not gonna just take them back. You're gonna let them sit in it and think about everything that they've done, and go through the motions, go through the regret and the guilt and the depression and the breakdown, and have the sleepless nights, and really stew in the consequences of their actions before you even believe anything that they're telling you. You're not gonna just let them off the hook just like that, because it looks like you've had enough of this person. So what's next for you, collective, is that you're going to maintain your independence. You're gonna keep being successful, and you have a lot of great achievements coming your way in terms of your career, your finances, your material security. You're going to continue to listen to your intuition, and you're gonna continue to sit in high places and operate from your higher self. You're gonna continue to evolve. You're not involving yourself in anything that has confusion and arguments and hidden secrets and ulterior motives and hidden agendas. You are a spiritual person, and you're going to start focusing on the things that are important. You're just gonna let this person sit there and stew. You're also gonna try to heal from whatever this was. It looks like this person knew how sensitive you were, or how important certain topics were for you, or certain things, and it looks like when they didn't give to you what you were expecting, it could have tampered with your self-esteem a little bit, and you feel like you need some time to heal, and you need time to tap into the things that will inspire you to get moving again. You're probably just gonna stay by yourself for a little while. You're not gonna really be too engaged with people, or with the crowd, or friends, or dating, or anything like that. When you it's like you're in what's the word I'm looking for? You're in hibernation. And then someone comes and said, oh, let's have a good time, and you're like, I really don't want to, I just want to stay here and chill out, right? And people convince you to, oh, you know, it's not good to be in hermit mode for too long, let's go have a good time. And then you go and something crazy happens, everything falls apart, people get hurt, blah blah blah. And then you're like, this is exactly what I was talking about. I'm just gonna go back to my hole in hibernation, into my sanctuary, and just be still, because this is what I wanted to begin with. And you came and convinced me that it was a good idea for me to give you my time and give you my resources and, you know, have a good time with you. And all you did was disappoint me and hurt me. So that's the vibe I'm getting from you. You're just gonna go back into your hole where you were before all of this happened, you know, before the manipulation and the disloyalty and the surface level behavior and, you know, just this whole toxicity of a person. So it looks like that's what's next for you. I don't see your finances going bad. I just feel like you need time for yourself to tap into, you know, your spirituality and to focus on what your intuition is telling you, and to just heal and recover from whatever this was. So that's what's next for you. My truth seekers, if this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.